Hi everyone, my name is Wathsala and today I am sharing where I am at with my MTF research project. My research is looking at how EDTs support lean waste reduction in New Zealand's dairy manufacturing industry. So let me quickly walk you through what I have been doing and where things are heading. Just to give a quick overview for those who may not be familiar with my project, New Zealand's dairy sector earns $25.7 billion in annual exports. So operational efficiency here really matters for the whole country. Dairy factories already use lean manufacturing tools like Kanban, TPM and value stream mapping. But despite that, persistent problems like equipment downtime, product defects and energy loss keep happening. At the same time, technologies like IoT sensors, AI, and automation are becoming more available. My research question is simply, how do these technologies actually support lean waste reduction in practice in New Zealand dairy? There is currently very limited New Zealand specific research on this. So that is the gap I am trying to fill. So, where am I right now? I am currently working on two things at the same time: my literature review and data collection. For the survey, I have received 18 responses so far and I am aiming for 25. 5 people have confirmed they are willing to be interviewed and I will be starting those interviews next week. And the big news is I am actually beginning to write my thesis this week as well. The chart on the right shows the spread of who responded. Most are from retail, food and beverage and engineering, with 3 from dairy specifically, which I will come back to in a moment. Hurdles and challenges. There are a few honest challenges I want to share. The biggest one is the low dairy specific response rate. Even though my research focuses on New Zealand dairy, only 3 out of 18 survey respondents are actually from the dairy sector. My plan to address this is to extend my outreach directly to dairy processing facilities and through industry networks over the coming weeks. The second challenge is balancing a qualitative design alongside the survey. But actually, my research methodology is primarily qualitative, so the survey is really just context building. The interviews starting next week will be where the real New Zealand dairy insights come from. And the third challenge is simply time management. I am running several work streams at once, which is too lot to juggle. But there are definite wins too. Even though most survey respondents are not from dairy, their responses have been really detailed and useful. For example, one person shared how IoT sensors on baking ovens in a cookie factory drastically reduce defects, and another describing using AI image recognition in a UHT plant. These are exactly the kinds of real-world examples that add depth to the research. And having 5 confirmed interview participants is a real milestone. Those interviews are the heart of my methodology. Literature review is well advanced with 31 articles screened, including the Fonterra AI case study, which is a powerful New Zealand specific example. I am also feeling good about starting thesis writing this week. It means I am running ahead of where I expected to be. Looking at my original project plan, phases 1 and 2, the research proposal and ethics approval are fully complete. Literature review is around 70% done. Survey collection is at 72% of the target. Interviews and thesis writing are both just starting now. Thematic analysis and final submission are still ahead. Overall, I feel I am on track, and in some areas, I am slightly ahead of the original timeline. Quickly on learning outcomes. Learning outcome 1, applying research methodology, and learning outcome 2, conducting a literature review are both on track. Outcome 3, collecting primary data, is in progress. Surveys underway and interviews begin next week. Outcome 4, synthesis and findings, is upcoming and will happen once the interviews are done. And learning outcome 5, communicating findings clearly. Well, this presentation is direct evidence of that. One honest reflection is that managing the survey alongside the qualitative design has been a learning experience. It actually strengthened the research through triangulation, but it also added complexity I had not fully planned for. Even at this early stage, some clear themes are coming through the survey data. Most respondents, 70% 5%, have either fully implemented or are currently trialing digital technologies. The most commonly mentioned technologies are IoT sensors, AI, and predictive maintenance. The most persistent lean wastes are equipment downtime and waiting time. The most common barriers to adoption are high cost, staff resistance, and difficulty integrating new systems. And interestingly, the majority of respondents say emerging disruptive technologies complement lean tools rather than replace them, which aligns really well with what I find in the literature. So what's coming up? This week, starting thesis writing and pushing for more daily survey responses. Next week, beginning the 5 interviews. In the weeks after that, completing data collection, transcribing interviews, and starting thematic analysis. The milestones ahead include finishing the literature review chapter and drafting the findings. I am confident the research is on track for August submission. To wrap up, 18 survey responses in 5 interviews confirmed, and starting next week, 31 articles reviewed and thesis writing beginning now. It's been a challenging but really rewarding process so far. Thank you for listening. I am happy to take any questions or feedback.